shotgun in your mouth. Shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down. Watch it go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house. Welcome to my house. 'Cause these are my people. And this is my land. This is my land. And this is what we pray for. And this
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. Tonight on the program, it is night number 4, round 3 of the Apex Auto Class Intending 410 Wing Sprint Car Series, but night number 3 of the Worldwide iRacing League Association Speed Week. Brett Wheeler alongside Alex Robinson as we get set here from the virtual Limaland Motorsports Park. Alex, it's good to have you back, and well, what an enjoyable week it's been so far. And again, we've still got one more night after tonight to go through to complete the Speed Week, and already 3 different winners in 3 different races.
So 3 different winners, 3 different races, and coming into tonight, Kenny Miller sitting at the top of points, so he's going to look to have another dominant performance here, or it's going to be Clayton Tilley in that Momentum Sim Sports 51 looking to knock him off the pedestal. Going into last night, they were 1 point separated, but Kenny Miller with a good performance in the World of Thunder Esports League puts him up a notch in the points.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it was a phenomenal race last night at the Cedar Lake Speedway. Of course, Alex Robinson, you weren't there actually, but Alex Bergeron did happen to get the win. But right now, we've got qualifying on the racetrack at the moment. And well, everybody going out there, it's lone qualifying. Again, we'll keep an eye on some of the fast drivers, of course, at the likes of Tyler Scholl, who, again, coming into the Apex League, he's only been beaten twice in 12 races, and both races have come at Eldora Speedway. He has been perfect every other night. Can he do it here tonight? Well, he started off quick time here, but still a lot of cars on the racetrack to get through.
And like you said, gets knocked off at Eldora for the 2nd year in a row. Last season, it was Ernie Williams Jr., the man you see on the track right now in that Black Diamond Motorsports 91 machine. And then last week, the 12 from ABR, it was Alex Bergeron who knocked him off. Tyler Scholl, though, has a lot of newcomers into the league here for Speed Week, so he's looking to defend his championship and his turf tonight.
Well, one of the drivers that come off a podium last night at the Cedar Lake Speedway. This man on screen right now for Swindell Speed Lab in the Bear Archery 00 machine. That is Kendall Tucker. Kendall Tucker, 3rd last night at Cedar Lake Speedway. We'll wait for the first lap time for him to come through, and see if we can knock Tyler Scholl off the top pedestal with an 11.183. As Kendall Tucker, that was no time contact with the wall, so well, he's only got one more opportunity right now, Alex, to make something happen, and he may actually hit the wall again. So, oh no, there he goes, 11th quick, 11.354, as Clayton Tilley, who jumped to position number 2.
So there's Clayton Tilley. He's in the 2nd spot now. Kenny Miller down a little bit, and here's that Team ABR number 12, the 3-time World of Outlaw champion Alex Bergeron, knocked off Scholl last week. Can he repeat here and be the only other person to repeat other than Tyler Scholl?
Well, we'll find out. Alex Bergeron, lap number 1. We'll see where it puts him. It'll go 4th quick, 11.261. 11.261 for the 3-time The World of Outlaws iRacing Sprint Car World Championship lap number 2 is quicker, 11.234, but still position number 4. And that is 47 cars, Alex, that have taken a lap time in qualifying. And I know the Apex Auto Glass and Tinting were expecting, anywhere between 50 and 60 drivers signing into the pit area for tonight. So 47 cars have officially taken time. The only driver that I can see that has signed in that hasn't taken a lap time is Logan Rumsey, who picked up, I believe, was it night 2 in the speed week?
Night 2, he put on an absolute clinic between him and JD Brown, and he lapped up to the 8th spot, at Kokomo. So it's going to be interesting to see if he can put on a performance. But there's your qualifying. Tyler Shell goes quick time. Clayton Tilley in second. Timothy Smith in third. Alex Bergeron, JD Brown. That is your top 5. And then Bowen Smith, Landon Cardoza, David Allen, Sean Bowers, and Mason Hannigan. That's your top 10. Heat race number 1. It's time to get it underway here.
Just have a look. 3 different countries inside the top 4.
This just shows how widespread the world of racing is. But starting on the pole from Pennsylvania, it's Tyler Shell from Elbows Up Sim Sport outside Stand United Racing. The 114, it's Landon Cardoza.
Phil Crocher rolled off behind the pole setter in position number 3 on his outside. Phantom Motorsports entry of Kenny Miller will start position number 4.
Daniel Boyd in the 79. He'll be in the inside of row number 3 outside Joe Kaiser in the 29.
And we go back to your 4th and final row for Evil Empire Sim Sports. It's the 187 of Landon Crawley. He's outside the 34 for Mid-South Dirt Slingers entry. That is Jack Weaver.
So 6 heat races on tap for tonight. You see Shell, Cardoza. That's the top 2 here. You have the Apex Points champion last year, Tyler Shell. You have the Speed Week points leader in Kenny Miller. So this is a heat race to get out of the gates, and it's a stacked one. Pace truck is off. Here we go. Green flag underway. Heat race number 1, night number 4 week is underway. Tyler Shell off to an early advantage here. You see Cardoza goes to the top side. Here comes Kenny Miller to the outside of Croach. They're side by side. A little bit of contact there, but Miller going to take that 3rd spot.
Yeah, Kenny Miller was good here with the World of Thunder Esports League on Sunday night, and he'll look to continue that good run of form here at the Limaland Motorsports Park. Meanwhile, it's the Elbows Up Sim Sports entry of Tyler Shell out in front, leading Landon Cardoza, who was at a podium with the Stars of Tomorrow 410s on Tuesday night. So all 3 of these drivers up in the top 3, they've got some experience. Meanwhile, there's contact. Crawley and Croach come together. Oh, Boyd comes in, Weaver, and there goes Joe Kaiser around the outside. But poor old Phil Croach, he's going to be at the back of one of the consolation races later on tonight.
Tyler Shell still up in front. Cardoza has some company now as Kenny Miller, gets a little tight there. He's going to drop back some time. He's going to catch up here on that top side. Landon Cardoza has some company here in that 23 machine.
Yeah, Cardoza in car number 14. Kenny Miller running the 23s, half a straight between. Again, already halfway home now. It's 6 down, 4 to run. Heat race number 1. Elbows Up Sim Sports driver of Tyler Shell. Getting it done in heat number 1. Looking to start on pole and looking to continue that dominant run we've seen him have in a season and a bit. This is race number 13, I believe it is. No, race 13. And he's only been beaten twice, so 11 from 13. That's not a bad stat going into tonight.
Oh no, and as you see Tyler Shell off to the races here. Kenny Miller right on the outside. He's going to try and sneak. Cardoza going to block him here. Here goes Miller to the inside slide. Job by Miller. Battle for second. Looms on, white flag in the air.
Now 1 to run right now for your race leader, Tyler Shell. He'll make his way down into turn number 3 and 4. Checkered flag is out for the Elbows Up Sim Sports driver. He'll start on pole for the 40-lap main event. Second will go to Landon Cardoza, just ahead of Landon Crawley, Kenny Miller in second and third. Landon Crawley fourth, Daniel Boyd fifth, Joe Kaiser, Jack Weaver, and Phil Croach unofficially the 8 drivers to contest heat race number 1. Just to make sure no penalties, Shell, Cardoza, and Miller, your top 3 that go through. Crawley, Boyd, Kaiser, Weaver, and Croach. Heat number 2 of 6, Alex, coming up. Let's take a look at how they line up.
And on the pole, Momentum Sim Sports, the 51, it's Clayton Tilley outside. TSM, the 01 of David Allen.
The Firm Motorsports 47 entry of Jason Randolph will start out of position number 3 to his outside. In the Black Diamond Motorsports, Tim's Dirt Track Simulators, number 91 of Ernie Williams Jr.
Row number 3 on the inside, the 71, it is Braden Baker. Outside, Mid-South Dirt Slingers, the 92 of Corey Austin.
And your fourth and final row, the 02 for Phantom Motorsports, Matthew Croak lines up out of position at number 7 and driving car number 42. In the Team Outlaw Motorsports entry, that is Tyler Schultz, position number 8.
So David Allen, who's sitting 7th right now in the Speed Week points. Corey Austin sitting 21st. These guys looking to gain some ground here as Kenny Miller, like we said, got a lot of points here. You see the second place in points of Clayton Tilley. So again, a lot of Speed Week points on the line and a lot of heavy hitters in this heat race.
Yeah, a lot of heavy hitters throughout this 50-car field here tonight. But heat number 2, it'll be Tilley. 2 leaders to the drop of the green flag. He waits right until the end. And Allen tried to jump the start, but the only one to come good out of that one was your pole sitter, and that's Clayton Tilley. Baker moves into second. Allen into third. He'll run to the bottom side of the racetrack. Williams to the outside. Jason Randolph now slots back in position number 5. Keep an eye on Ernie Williams Jr. He'll look from the top to the bottom. They'll bump into the back of David Allen, nearly 3 wide down into 3 and 4.
David Allen now holds on to the second spot. Here comes Baker. Here comes Williams. Here comes Randolph. All these cars battling for a spot into the A main. Here goes Baker to the inside. Going to slide up. Allen going to duck to the bottom. Allen going to take back that second spot.
David Allen now goes from the top to the bottom. He's got Ernie Williams Jr. hunting all over the back of that 01 machine. Now Baker got some mechanical issues. He'll get that sorted out as they come off turn number 4. Randolph into the left rear of Baker. Now 3 wide to the daily double T for the price of 1. Very difficult for Allen to try and predict where Baker was going. Baker, man, that is really going to be plaguing on the rest of the drivers. It is so hard to tell when you've got a driver doing those and having those kind of issues, Alex.
As you saw there, Allen and Williams got into it, and whoa, who's on the track? Is that David Allen there? Flipped over on the track. Green flag still out. Williams now takes the third spot, and he's looking for more, trying to go to the outside. Baker slides up right in front of Williams, but Williams going to do it right back to him. Slides up, takes over second.
Yeah, here comes Baker back to the inside. He'll throw his own slider. Watch for Ernie Williams to turn back down to the bottom of the racetrack. Drive it down the hill, back into turn number 3 and 4. He'll get to the cushion now. Right rear tapping the creep in turns 3 and 4. Baker, what a great race for second and third. Keep an eye on Matthew Croak and that Phantom Motorsports 0-2. Baker slides up in front of Williams again. Williams gets clear. White flag is out for Clayton Tilley, but Baker going to throw the big move into 3 and 4. Not going to happen.
Ernie Williams holds on to the second spot. Baker might have used his last cards there because Ernie Williams going to pull away Clayton Tilley in that Speed Shop 51 Momentum Sim Sports. The 51, Clayton Tilley takes home heat race number 2. Ernie Williams Jr. in second, Braden Baker third, Matthew Croak in fourth, Jason Randolph fifth, Corey Austin in sixth, Tyler Schultz seventh, and David Allen rounds out the 8 car.
All right, results coming up on your screen right now. Apex Auto Glass and Tinting 410 Wing Sprint Car Series, round 3, night 4 of the Worldwide iRacing League Association Speed Week. Tilley, Williams, and Croak, your top 3 that'll go through to the main event. Everybody else to a B, C, and a D. Alex, heat number 3 getting set to tackle the racetrack.
And on the pole, the 50 from TSM, it's Timothy Smith. Outside the Firm Motorsports of 03, it's Sean Bowers.
Row number 2 on the inside, of David Halliday, car number 70. He's outside the Firm Motorsports, number 2 of Jamie McCarran.
Row number 3 on the inside, the 48 of Dixon Slinger. Outside the boss from Team Outlaw Motorsports, the 32 of BJ Duval.
And we go back to your 4th and final row inside out of position number 7, car number 72 of Mike Augustine. And to his outside, Trey Galvin in car number 49 out of position number 8. Well, PA guy bringing up the rear, Alex.
Oh, here we go. He's got 2 PA guys in the rear. Get it right now.
Yeah, well, I'm surprised they're allowed off the porch. I'm surprised they're allowed to travel this far to Limaland.
Hey, you got to remember, a PA Posse guy won the points in this series last year, and another PA Posse guy is leading the points in Speed Week.
Yeah, but to be fair, there was only... I won't say that on air.
Don't you dare.
Anyhow, they couldn't hear that. I had to say what I said as Tim Smith and Sean Bowers on the front row. Nice to see Bowers having a good qualifying effort. See if Jamie McCarran can have a bit of luck. I know he's had some troubles over the past sort of 2 or 3 weeks, just getting involved in other people's messes on the racetrack. So we'll see what the number 2 can do. But green flag is out, and Tim Smith going to lead us off 24 down into 1 and 2. 10 laps on the board. Heat race number 3.
And as you see, Sean Bowers drops back to that 4th spot already. Here comes J-Mac to the inside of Bowers. They're battling side by side. But there's David Hollett. He goes to the top side. He takes over 2nd, but he's battling with the 51 of Dixon Slinger.
Yeah, Slinger working on the inside. Oh no, McCarran gets into the left rear there of Bowers, and I believe Craig Galgan had nowhere to go on that exchange. But right now you're watching the battle for 2nd and 3rd. Hallett in the 7 up on the top side of the racetrack. He'll drag race down into 3 and 4. Slinger continues to work that 51 down to the inside and letting it in the moisture downstairs, side by side. Your leader is Smith. Hallett, Slinger, good battle on for 2nd and 3rd, and they continue to go side by side.
Side by side they go. Hollett up top. You see Slinger on the bottom. They're still battling for that 2nd spot. Timothy Smith, though, they're both going to try and knock on the door of the 50 machine. Slinger goes to the bottom once more. Hollett up top. They're coming for that 50 machine of Tim Smith.
Yeah, 3-car battle now on for the race lead as the cross flag sticks around. Slinger, he's nearly got the race lead. He pulls up alongside Tim Smith on the bottom side working, and it's working for Dixon. Slinger down into 3 and 4, but Smith takes back the race lead as they head off into 1 and 2.
In 1 and 2 there, Slinger goes to the bottom side of Smith. They nearly touch. Smith up top, Slinger to the bottom. Side by side once more. It's going to be Smith at the line.
Smith continuing to get the momentum up on the top side of the racetrack. Hallett trying to go with him. When does Slinger, does he pull the trigger to go to the, or does he pull the trigger to go to the top side, or does he go to the slider line nearly 3 wide? Smith goes right through the middle, leaves the top side open there for David Hallett. Oh, look out! Contact, a little bit of a push there from Hallett into the back of Smith. The Slinger still works the bottom side of the racetrack. He will lead lap number 9 where white flag is out. Alex, what a race you've got for the race lead!
Slinger going to slide up top. Slinger goes to the bottom. Oh, watch out. Here comes the 7 machine up top trying to make a move, but Dixon Slinger takes home heat race number 3. Timothy Smith looks like he got the photo finish there for 2nd, and David Hollett going to come home in 3rd.
Man, oh man, what a race. Heat race number 3. The track is really starting to shape up nicely. It is going to be black slick by the end of tonight. You can guarantee it. You can bet your bottom dollar. 2/10 of a second win. Dixon Slinger works the bottom in the full throttle performance 51 entry. He will get the win in heat race number 3. Tim Smith for TSM in car 50 will come home 2nd. David Hallett in 3rd. Augustine, BJ Duval rounds out your top 5. Bowers, McCarran and Galgan, the 8 drivers. Heat number 4, Alex, we're moving into the second half of tonight's heat races.
And on the pole from Team ABR, the 12, it's Alex Bergeron. Outside, the little Hurricane, the 1X, it's Mason Hannigan.
Row number 2 for OBR Sim Sports, it'll be Aiden Beerline in the 13 entry. He'll start position number 3. Braden Arler, the Ironside Hustler as they call him, he'll start position number 4.
The 05 of the Firm Motorsports, Josh Van Manen, he'll start on the inside of row number 3. Outside, it's Tyler No in the 17.
And we go back to your final row. Ty Williams will start out of position number 7, and Angel Ortega will line up out of position number 8. There we go. Got it all fixed. Nice and ready to go. Makes it easy when if people actually filled out the information correctly. Make it so much better. At least they can get the team that they drive for. I tell you what it is, one. Not 1, not 2, but 3 World Championship Sprint Car Pro drivers in this heat race alone.
And now the one thing you got to look, that 13 of Aiden Beerline starts from the inside of row number 2. Can he hold up against 3 world-class drivers? Pace truck off, green flag out, heat race number 4, it's underway, and Bergeron, Hannigan, they're going to go side-by-side into turn 1 and 2, and you see Beerline there has company as Van Manen's already trying to make a move.
Yeah, well, no surprise to see Bergeron to work the bottom side of the racetrack. It was quick for Dixon Slinger in that heat, in that last heat race, and now Isla, he'll go down to the bottom side. Hannigan trying to rip the lip, trying to knock down the creek at both ends of the speedway. Hannigan still now gets the creep into turn on the exit of turn number 4. He'll come down the racetrack, drift to the middle, slide up. No, you'll stay to the middle. Isla looking to the outside. Your battle for second and third on screen right now. Hannigan and Isla. What a couple of. What about the top 3, even top 4? How about how young they are, and they are showing their showcase off here in iRacing.
As you see, Eiler going to make the pass up top there. He takes over second, but Hannigan goes right back to the bottom. Here we go, side by side. Eiler still holds on for second. Mason Hannigan goes to the bottom. Here comes Aiden Bierlein in the 13, trying to make a run on the 1X. The 1X is going to slide up and go to the top side.
Yeah, here comes Bierlein. Will he go to the bottom? No, he'll stay tucked in line behind the 1X machine. In fact, he'll try and drive it back through the middle next to the turn number 3. Oh, Bergeron! What happened to Bergeron? He's gone from first to fourth. Big mistake there by the ABR number 12 machine, last night's feature winner. And Braden Iowa now has the race lead with what is 3 laps to go this time by Hannigan. He'll duck to the bottom on the exit of turn number 4. Look for the race lead. Now that'll give Iowa free rein on the top side.
As you see, Eiler now takes over the lead. Hannigan, here comes the battle. Bierlein and Bergeron. They're battling side by side, but it looks like Bergeron too strong around the bottom. He takes back third, looking for more.
Yeah, you know he is going to be absolutely annoyed with himself. He'll be kicking himself all the way through to the feature event. He'll have a long wait ahead of him in that number 12 machine to think about what he's going to do. Think about his plan of attack going forward in the feature event. Speaking of going to the feature event, starting position 4 in this one. Braden Ollie gets the win. Mason Hannigan second. Alex Bergeron third. Yes, a rare mistake from Alex Bergeron, but it just goes to show you the man or the kid, he's human.
Yeah, Bergeron making a rare mistake there. Going to cost him 2 spots there and going to cost him a deeper trip in the field here. But there it is. Braden Eilers from elbows up. He going to start in the 4th spot. Mason Hannigan, Bergeron. That's your top 3. Then Bierlein, Van Manen, No, Ortega, Williams. That's your 8 cars. Heat number 5. It's on the grid. Here we go. Starting on the pole, Slick Sim Sports, J.D. Brown. Outside of him, elbows up, Sim Sport the 99. It is Gregory Lemmy Jr.
And Greg LeMay Jr. will start out of position 2. Colin Cure will start out of position number 3. Position number 4 will be the 10C of Coulter West.
Starting 5th, elbows up, Sim Sports from Pennsylvania, the 25 of Richie Preston. Outside, the 28 of John Springer.
And we go back to your final row. Leon Carver in car number 10 will start position number 7 out of position number 8. In car number 21, it'll be the 21C. That'll be Blaine Brink. All right, heat race number 4 is complete. Heat 5 is upon us right now. Our second last heat race of the night. And then, of course, we move into a C, or a B, a C, and then potentially a D as well, considering that we had, I think it was 47 cars who officially took time, 48 drivers who had, or close to 50 drivers who had signed into the pit area for tonight. But, man, again, these pro drivers, these just the top talent drivers in the sprint car scene here on iRacing.com. It just continues to grow, especially in heat number 5.
And as you see, J.D. Brown, Carlin Cure, both in the top 5 at Speed Week points. Green flag is out, and Brown already going right to the top side, and he's out in front. Carlin Cure battling with LeMay. Here we go, side by side they are. Cure going to go to the bottom. Here we go. Richie Preston up in the 4th spot already as the battles are getting ready to get hot and spicy.
Yeah, keep an eye on Coulter West and that LGR Motorsports number 10 machine as well. He'll work to the inside now. He's in position 5, right in behind Carlin Cure, who's running the bottom in 3rd position. Richie Preston, who in fact finished 3rd in last season's Apex Auto Glass and Tinting 410 Sprint Car Series behind Ernie Williams Jr. and Tyler Shell. So Richie Preston, he is on the move already, but man, oh man, tell you what, he's really making the top side work.
There goes Preston to the top side. Cure going to drop back to 4th now as he lost a lot of ground on the bottom side. Top looking dominant so far in this heat race as it's Brown, LeMay, Preston, now Cure, all top 4 going to the top side. Now Coulter West goes to the bottom.
Yeah, everybody in heat race number 5 as we come to the cross flag sticks. 5 down, 5 on. Everybody working the cushion at both ends of this tight little ball ring. The Limaland Motorsports Park coming off Sunday night here with the World of Thunder Esports League. A couple of drivers were in attendance in that race, and maybe they would have learned something from that one. As there goes Preston into the crate. And man, Carlin Cure, what a save and what a job well done to not get into the back of the 25. Preston slides up. Cure now drives it back down to the racetrack. Carlin Cure now move him into position number 3.
Cure going to go to the bottom. Preston trying to get back up top there. That's going to be a mistake as he got in the slick. Cure going to slide up this time. He takes over the third spot. Preston going to try and duck under, but it's not going to have a strong enough drive.
Yeah, lap and a half to run for your race leader, JD Browse. He makes his way into turn number 3 and 4. You're watching Carlin Cure in that 2:45 entry, running in third position, that third and final transfer spot. Meanwhile, Brown down the back straightaway already. Heat number 5 is about to be complete as they come off turn number 4. JD Brown going to the big dance. He'll start position 5 in the main event. Gregory LeMay Jr. for Elwes up Simcourts. He'll come home second. And how about Carlin Cure? What a hell of a drive by the young kid in that 2:45 entry. He'll finish in that third and final transfer position, meaning Richie Preston, he's going to a B along with Coulter West. Blaine Brink also going to the consolation races and the rest of the field. After Blaine Brink, John Springer and Leon Carver. Heat number 5 is done and dusted. It is in the books here at Limaland. Our final heat, Alex Robinson, coming up now.
Starting on the pole, the 14 from Pennsylvania, it's Bowen Smith. Outside Swindell Speed Labs, the 00 of Kendall Tucker.
Rolling off out of position number 3, that'll be the 21 of John Helmsley. He's outside Daniel Zegas out of position number 4.
Starting 5th inside of row number 3, the 24 of Kyle Swatter. Outside the 44, it's Ross Kaiser.
And we go back to your final row, Jimmy Barr lining up out of position number 7, the Slick Sim Sports 141, or the 41 entry of Logan Rumsey. Going to roll off out of position number 8.
So Rumsey now going to have a battle to climb here tonight, starting in the 8th spot. Top 3 go on to the feature event, everyone else to a consolation. He starts 8th, so he's got to pass a lot of cars, as looks like Kendall Tucker going to go back, because he's in a back row now, so I don't know what's going on there, but Tucker and Rumsey, they're sitting in the back now, so it's going to be interesting. Can Bowen Smith, Daniel Zegers, John Helms, Ross Kaiser, can they hold off these 2 world-class drivers? Pace truck, is it off? It's off, and green flag is out. Heat race number 6. Final heat race is underway.
Well, last night at Cedar Lake, Logan Rumsey passed about 1,000 cars in the heat racer and also preliminary main as well. So, again, Tucker up on the inside there on John Helms. I'll go 3 wide with Logan Rumsey. You're only going to make it 4 wide with Ross Kaiser working to the top side of the racetrack. Kendall Tucker from the back up to position number 3 right now. 1, 2 into the wall. Helms, he gets 2 for the price of 1. John Helms says thank you very much, but Logan Rumsey not gets 1, not 2, but 3. And now coming after second place, making the 4th driver inside of a lap of Kendall Tucker.
Kendall second, Logan Rumsey in 3rd. Those 2 getting ready to go head-to-head here. 2 Swindell's teammates. Here goes Rumsey to the top, Tucker to the bottom. They're side by side. They're coming after Bowen Smith. Smith rocking the old school Apple car there. Here comes Tucker. He takes the lead, but here comes Rumsey. They're side by side.
Man, you cannot give these World Championship drivers an inch because they won't take an inch. They'll take a mile if you give them an inch. Meanwhile, Rumsey, Tucker, and Helms now top 3. Bowen Smith working to the bottom side. Here comes Tucker. 5 down, 5 to run. We've been told that Kendall Tucker missed the driver's briefing, so he's been sent to the back for that one. Man, look at Rumsey and Tucker. Boy, the 2 teammates from Swindell and Slick Simsport, they are really putting on a show. Oh, it's too close to call. Slide job by Logan Rumsey. Tucker will work back to the inside. What a race for the lead. And here comes John Helms.
Tucker going to slide up. He takes the lead. Rumsey going to go to the inside. They're side by side. Tucker has him at the line. Here goes Rumsey to the bottom. Oh, he's going to spin the tires. Makes a mistake there. Kendall Tucker holding that top side. Rumsey going to go to the inside once more. John Helms just sitting back, waiting for the time to strike.
Yeah, 2 to run, so time running out for John Helms to get into second or the race lead. He'll just, to me, I'd probably just consolidate a 3rd place finish and just lock yourself into the big dance. But when you're out there racing in the heat of the moment, you want to get every position. Helms slides up in front of Rumsey. Rumsey turns underneath him. Meanwhile, final time in heat number 6. Checkered flag is out. Tucker will roll the bottom. He may have missed the driver's briefing, but I'll tell you what, he does not miss the checkered flag first here in heat number 6. Logan Rumsey, John Helms very tight at the start-finish line there to complete heat race number 6. And we'll have to go to the official timing and scoring on that one, as there will be no need for heats number 7 and 8. No requirement for an E-main, so we'll go straight into a D-main. But before we have a look at your grid, Kendall Tucker, Logan Rumsey, and John Helms, your top 3. Ross Kaiser, Bowen Smith, Daniel Zegers, Kyle Swader, and Jimmy Barr Less than 5 seconds separating the 8 drivers in heat number 6. Alex, it's time to take a look at our Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid and find out who starts where.
So starting on the pole for B main number 1, the 187 Evil Empire Sim Sports. It is Landon Crawley outside OBR Sim Sports, the 13 of Aiden Beerline.
We go back to run number 2 in the 79. That'll be Daniel Boyd. He's outside the 5 entry for the Firm Motorsports. It is Josh Van Manen.
Starting 5th, the 29, it's Joe Kaiser outside. Oh no, it's Tyler No in the 17.
Whoa, you better duck and weave it your way through the field. Mid-South Dirt Slingers 34 of Jack Weaver will start out of position 7. And who knows, he might just be having a few wings above him or behind him. Angel Ortega will start position number 8.
Phil Crouch in the 43, he'll start 9th. 10th, it's the 33, it's Ty Williams.
Alright, so this is not a D-main, although it does say that it is a D-main up on the top left of the screen. We can confirm it is B-main number 1. So we're going to see 3 of these B-mains. So D-main is going to be B-main number 1, C-main will be B-main number 2, and the B-main will be B-main number 3. So what we'll do, they'll go around 12 laps, and we'll take the top 2 from each, and that'll give us our 24 car field. Green flag is out, Crawley and Beerline. I think Beerline's going to win this one by about 3 or 4 seconds, but tell you what, anything is possible as Crawley will lead down the back stretch, not for long, because here comes Beerline with a big slide job, watching the 5 of Josh Van Manen as well. He'll battle side by side with Daniel Boyd at the line. Give it to Beerline.
Beerline had him at the line there, but Crawley slides up once more. Here we go, they're side by side. One more slider by the 13. He holds on. Here comes Crawley now. Here comes Van Manen. Here comes Boyd. As those two throwing sliders, the top 4 are catching up.
Yeah, they really are. Look out, Van Manen into the back of Crawley now, working in that 79 entry is Daniel Boyd. He'll work to the bottom side of the racetrack, nearly 3 wide as they make their way off turn number 4, down into 1 and 2, almost 3 wide again. Van Manen trying the middle side or the middle part of the racetrack. Boyd continues to work low. Meanwhile, Crawley and Beerline, they work the cushion through turn number 3 and 4. That is going to be lap number 4 in the books. 8 to run in tonight's first of 3 B mains.
Crawley holds on to the second spot. Here comes Van Manen. Here comes Boyd. Boyd goes to the bottom one more time. Van Manen just rolling around that middle side, but Crawley holds on, and you see Beerline, he's starting to pull away. Yeah, Beerline really starting to pull away from the rest of the field. And I did say that I think he was going to win by about 3 or 4 seconds. He's really starting to prove that one already, as the gap is out to a 1.4 second advantage, as the Crawley still rides in that second and final transfer position. You know, Josh Van Manen, you know he wants to get into the show, not only because it's his own race, but because it's a Speed Week event as well. This is night number 4. You want to have the good showings night in and night out, and to have those good points, to have a shot at the Speed Week Championship, you've got to be in the hunt in those main events. You see Van Manen now trying to sneak. Landon Crawley, Van Manen, both in the points right now. Oh, man, slider by Van Manen. Here comes Crawley to the inside one more time. Crawley going to go to the bottom. He's going to slide up. He holds on to second. 3 to go this time by Crawley has him. Crawley continues to lead Josh Van Manen through turn number 1 and 2 with just 2.5 to run. Meanwhile, the gap is now well over 3 seconds for your race leader of Aiden Beerline. Crawley continuing to hold on to second. 2 laps left to run. Can Josh Van Manen, can he put it into the big dance? Can he put it into the 40-lap main event? He's only got one more opportunity. I don't think he's going to have enough, because Aiden Beerline is already through turn number 1 and 2. The white is out. Beerline goes through 3 and 4, the 13. OBR Sim Sports from Virginia. Aiden Beerline punches his ticket to the A main. Oh, man, there's a battle for second, and it's going to be the 187. Landon Crawley takes home that second and final transfer spot from B main number 1. Yeah, you know, Josh Van Manen is going to be bitterly disappointed about that one, but tell you what a race. This track really starting to slicken off, and man, this track is going to be black slick by the time we get to the feature event. It is already black slick, but there's still a bit of grip on the bottom side. And man, if you can really work that top side, these drivers have got a choice to make whether they want to get their cars set up for the bottom or the top. The 2 drivers that are going to transfer to the back of the B, Aiden Beerline, Landon Crawley. Third on back, Van Manen, Boyd, Crouch, Kaiser, No, Ortega, Williams, Weaver, and Williams. They will be done for B main number 2. Let's take a look at how they line up. Starting on the pole, the Firm Motorsports 47, it's Jason Randolph outside. Elbows up Simsport from Pennsylvania, the 25 of Richie Preston.
The 92 for Mid-South Dirt Slingers entry, that'll be Corey Austin. He'll roll off at a position number 3 to his outside. The 10C for LGR Motorsports, and that is Coulter West.
The 42 from Team Outlaw Motorsports from Texas, Tyler Schultz starts 5th outside. Blaine Brink in the 021.
Braden Baker in car 71 will start position number 7. John Springer in car 28 going to roll off out of position at number 8.
David Allen in the 01. He'll start 9th outside, rounding out the field. The 10, starting 10th, it's Leon Carver.
All right, B main number 2, same as what we just seen in B main number 1. We'll see 10 make that 12 laps to distance. We are only going to take the top 2. If you're third on back after these 12 laps, well, pack it up, get ready for night number 5 of the WWILA Speed Week for the 410 Wing Sprintcars Series, presented, of course, tomorrow night, presented by the National Sim Racing Series. They go to, I believe, is it Eldora Speedway?
Oh, it's Eldora, but you see here, Randolph, Austin, West, Schultz, they're all fighting for points here. They all want to make it to the show. West hits the wall there, and oh man, the battles are on. But Richie Preston goes to the inside of Corey Austin. Austin battles around, tries to battle around, gets squeezed a little bit there. He's trying to sneak around that elbows up number 25.
Tell you what, Corey Austin really impressed me last night in the B main, getting by Dustin Hall in the last couple of laps of the B main last night at Cedar Lake. Very excited to see what he can do. He finds himself in yet another B main, but tell you what, the track is a little bit different to what we've seen last night. It's not as slick as what it was, but I tell you what, it's still fairly slick. Coulter West hard into the creek as we watch Jason Randolph, Richie Preston run 1 and 2. They'll race side by side through the opening couple of turns, and don't count out Corey Austin. He's always in the fight. Slide job coming from Preston on Randolph. Randolph back to the inside. Here comes Austin. You got a 3-way dance for the race lead.
Oh my goodness, tries for the 2-for-1 slider, but it's going to be for naught as Preston and Randolph both get around the 92 of Austin. Austin trying to fight back. Here comes the 10 of Coulter West. He's in the 4th spot. He's trying to put in a 4-car battle for 2 spots.
Yeah, only 2 going to go through this time by cross flag. Sticks around from Barney the R Racing flagman for the 47 of Jason Randolph. Preston for Elbows Up Sim Sports and that Jessup Logistics Flow Racing number 25 machine, 3rd in last season's points for Apex. Now Austin in the Mid-South Dirt Slingers again, really impressive, but look at that LGR Motorsports 10C of Coulter West closing in. Just a few mistakes creeping into the 10C, and man, you really cannot make too many mistakes as we come to 4 to go this time by top 4, all run on the top side of the racetrack.
Richie Preston holds on to 2nd. Austin tries to sneak below him. They're side by side. Preston gets the run out of the corner there. He holds on to 2nd. He's going to go to the inside of Randolph. Tries to battle. Oh my goodness, look at the haymaker thrown by Brandon Baker.
Now Baker really trying to make something happen in the bout to stay inside the top 5. Meanwhile, Coulter West has slipped out of the top 5 as we come to the Popsicle. Sticks are out. 2 to run for your race leader, Jason Randolph, who was pretty fast on Sunday night with the World of Thunder Esports League. Slide job attempt there by Preston, but Randolph uses the momentum on the top side of the racetrack. Alex 1 to run in the B main, and here comes Corey Austin.
The 92 of Austin goes to the inside. Going to try to slide up. Hits the tire, though. Kills some momentum. Preston goes to the top. Preston going to go to the bottom. Trying to make a move, but it's going to be Jason Randolph. Holds on to B-main number 2. Preston in 2nd. Those 2 going on the show. Corey Austin, David Allen, Tyler Schultz, Blaine Brink. All of those guys. Pack it up. We'll see you tomorrow at Eldora.
Man, you just got it. You've got to feel for Corey Austin trying to duplicate what he done last night at the Cedar Lake Speedway, night 3 of the WWILA Speed Week. He got by Dustin Hall in the last lap. It was in 3 and 4 to get himself into the show. He is unable to do that tonight, so he'll have to have somewhat of an early night and get ready to watch the main event here later on. But we're still going to get through one more B main. Jason Randolph in the Firm Motorsports 47 gets the win. Richie Preston for Elbows Up Sim Sports, he'll get that 2nd and final transfer spot. Everybody else, pack it up, go home. Surprised to see David Allen in 4th as well, by the way. Considering I believe he's somewhere in the championship hunt, isn't he?
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Let me double check that.
You do that, I'll go through the starting grid for the final. B main, Mike Augustine in car number 72. He'll start on pole. He's outside in the Momentum Sim Sports number 92 entry. That'll be Ross Kaiser, position number 2.
Starting third, Team Outlaw Motorsports 32, it's BJ Duval outside the 14, but he's rocking the 12, Pennsylvania's own Bowen Smith.
Row number 3 in the Fur Motorsports 03 entry, that'll be Sean Bowers. He's outside Daniel Zagas in the car number 8.
Starting 7th, the Firm Motorsports, it's J-Mac, the 2 of Jamie McCarran, outside 24, Kyle Swatter.
Row number 5, Trey Galgan in car number 49, and Jimmy Barter, he's outside. He will line up out of position number 10. So where do we land on the David Allen point situation?
David Allen is sitting 7th in points.
So a guy sitting inside the top 10 misses the main event. That's going to be crucial. Duval to the inside there on Kaiser. Look at them, 3 wide, 3 deep as they make their way into 3 and 4. Ziegers in that elbows up. Simsports number 8, Z Machine. Duval works to the bottom side of the racetrack. Meanwhile, Augustine continues to lead from Kaiser. Ziegers around the outside there on Duval. Duval talking to him up into the pits earlier on tonight. It was saying he was feeling a lot more comfortable in the sprint cars now.
Yes, you see him trying to go to the bottom side, but he might want to get up top if he wants a chance. Speaking of the caution is out. First caution of the night in B main number 3.
Now we'll have to try and take a look at the Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay and just see what happened here. I believe this is Jamie McCarran in the 2 car, in that 2M, I believe it is. Oh, Bowen Smith in the 12. Man, he's had a real rotten run as of late. He's that 2M machine.
Man, Jamie McCarran, we've called a lot of his races over the past few weeks, and like you said, it's just been week after week, just getting the crappy end of the stick, and it looks like his night's over once again.
Yeah, unlucky there for the Firm Motorsports 2M machine of McCarran, but tell you what, there's still a couple of drivers to put into the final 2 positions. Drivers will start 21 and 24 in the main event after this one, so it's very crucial. You're going to start in row 11 and row 12, and man, it's still a long way to go as Mike Augustine leads Ross Kaiser down into turn number 3 and 4. They'll go top, they'll go middle, and keep an eye on Ziegers as well. And that 8 Z machine opens up Simswood. He's going to be one to throw his hat into the mix here in these closing laps.
So Ziegers there in the 3rd spot. Oh man, Kaiser makes a good run on the 72 machine of Augustine. He tried to throw a slider there before the caution came out, so it's going to be one to see if he can throw it one more time. But Augustine out in front, Kaiser in 2nd, and Daniel Ziegers holding on to 3rd.
I tell you what, let's take an onboard shot right now of Daniel Ziegers in that number 8 Z machine. Just out the 2 cars in front of him. Those are the 2 cars for the final 2 transfer positions. Augustine Kaiser tags the back of the tail tank of that 72 machine. You just see how close Ziegers is right now. 3 cars battling for the final 2 transfer positions. Down into 3 and 4 we go. It's Kaiser who's going to have the lead here on the white flag line.
Oh man, contact there from Ziegers. Ziegers going to hold on to 2nd. Augustine going to try and make a move here for the 2nd spot. Slide up. Oh man, Kaiser takes the win. Ziegers takes 2nd. Mike Augustine going to miss the show.
Well, heartbreak there for the driver of the 72 machine, but man, Ziegers, you can just show what Speed Week means to some of these drivers. They will do whatever it takes, Alex, to get into that show. We do have a 5-minute warm-up session. I do believe that we're not going to run the entire 5-minute warm-up session, but before we obviously take a quick commercial break, we'll just take a look at your final B main results. Momentum Sim Sports number 92 of Ross Kaiser will start position 21 with a win in B main number 3, and the elbows up Sim Sports number 8Z of Daniel Ziegers gets that final transfer position. He will also start in the 24th position. Unfortunately, Augustine, Duval, Swader, Bowers, Barr, Galgan, Smith and McCarran, it's time for those guys to pack it up and get ready for night number 5 tomorrow night at the virtual Eldora Speedway. We'll take a quick break and come back on the other side of this. You're watching night number 5 of the Worldwide iRacing League Association Speed Week, of course presented by Apex, Auto Glass and Tinting, and the Firm Motorsports 410s. Our 40-lap main event on the other side of this.
Shit, man, I've been taking care of these motherfuckers. Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch you go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house. Cause these are my people, and this is my land. This is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. And if you ain't from here, then you won't understand. This is my country, and this is who I am. So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house. I'ma stand up for mine. You better believe it, cause today won't be your day. I can guarantee it, you should turn and walk away and get to leaving, or I'll let this 12 gauge do all my speaking. Don't push me on the edge, boy. Cause I'm aiming for your head, boy. And all I see is red, boy. I told you not to cross that line. I'm giving you a chance, boy. You see the devil in a glance, boy. I can knock you out your pants, boy. I told you not to fuck with mine. Lord have mercy.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Ultimate Dirt TV coverage of the Apex Auto Glass and Tinting 410 Wing Sprint Car Series, and what is their, I believe, third round of the series, but also in conjunction with the Worldwide iRacing League Association. It is night number 4 of Speed Week, night 5 tomorrow night. Take a look at that here, popping up on your screen. National Sim Racing Series, 9 p.m. Eastern, live from the virtual Eldora Speedway. Brett Wheeler tonight alongside Alex Robinson. It is time to take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Alex, starting from the back to the front.
So starting 24th, elbows up, Sim Sports, the 8, it's Daniel Zegers. To the inside of him, it's his teammate, the 25 of Richie Preston.
Evil Empire Sim Sports, Landon Crawley will roll off out of position number 22 to his inside. Momentum Sim Sports entry of Ross Kaiser, position 21.
Jason Randolph starts 20th. Inside of him, OBR Sim Sports, the 13 of Aiden Beerline.
The 21 of John Helms rolls off out of position number 18. Carlin Kill, the 245, will start position number 17.
Starting 16th, yes, 16th, the 12 from Team ABR, it's Alex Bergeron. Inside the 7, it's David Holland.
Row 7 on the outside, Phantom Motorsports 02, Matthew Croak, position number 14 to his inside teammate in car 23. That is Kenny Miller, out of position number 13.
Starting 12th, the 41, Slick Sim Sports, the Logan Rumsey. Starting 11th, Elbows Up Sim Sports, the 99 of Greg LeMay Jr.
Mason Hannigan for Black Diamond Motorsports will start position number 10. Tim Smith in the TSM number 50 will start position number 9.
8th, the 91 of Ernie Williams Jr. Inside of him, Stand United Racing, the 114 of Landon Cardoza.
Couple of teammates, Kendall Tucker and JD Brown in row 3, positions 6 and 5.
Row number 2 on the outside, the 5, it's Elbows Up Sim Sports, Braden Eiler. Inside of him, the 51, Full Throttle Performance of Dixon Slinger.
Clayton Tilley, position number 2, and Tyler Shell, position number 1. Alex, quickly, who are you picking?
You know what? I'm gonna go out on a hunch here. I'll pick the Speed Week leader. I pick Kenny Miller.
All right, I'm going to go Tyler Shell. He's been very dominant in the Apex Auto Glass and Tinting. We are live 40 laps around the Limaland Motorsports Park. It is Tyler Shell leading Clayton Tilley, Braden Oller, Dixon Slinger, and Kendall Tucker. That's your top 5. The track had a reset during the just before the main event, and these drivers had 5 minutes to wear it in. Meanwhile, Eiler slides up in front of Tilley, and Braden Eiler going to move into position number 2.
Clayton Tilley goes to the inside, trying to get by Eiler, but Eiler holding that top side, looking fast. Dixon Slinger in 4th. He's battling with Kendall Tucker. Tucker goes to the inside of Slinger. He's going to get by him. Here comes J.D. Brown.
Yeah, Brown got a whole lot of speed there down the back straight and into 3 that time by. We are yellow first time tonight in the main event. Boy, I tell you what, I was near tempted to pick Bergeron from that far back, but I couldn't go past the man starting on pole, the most winningest all-time driver in the Apex Auto Glass and Tinting 410 Sprint Car Series. Look at this, 3 wide there, 3 wide down the back straightaway. Smith that was, who caught a piece of the ties, but it was Landon Crawley who in fact got into David Hallett, and that was the reason for the caution flag. So watch the 7 here, if I can, timing and scoring would stop. So there's Hallett in the 7. Crawley gets into the back of him. Look at him, 4 wide, fanning out 4 wide here at Limaland, and Smith nowhere to go.
That was one thing we saw earlier in the week. Kokomo Speedway, night number 2, they were going 4 wide. They went 5 wide for 1 turn and then tried to do it once more, and that's when everything just gets deadly. But speaking of deadly, Tyler Shell's been deadly quick. Green flag back out, and he's off to the races once more.
Yeah, already 3 wide down into 1 and 2. Tucker working the inside. Tilley. Oh, Tucker and Ollel. Rob Wheels down the back straightaway. 3 wide once again for the second spot. Nearly 4 wide. They'll fan him out 4 and 3 deep right now on the exit of turn number 4. Look at Dixon Slinger in that 51 machine. You look at him running up there with all the Pro World Championship drivers. He's got a point to prove as Tilley rockets around the outside. The battle between Tucker and Slinger. Here comes Braden. Look at Logan Romsey and JD Brown working the bottom side. Look out, Eiler into the crate, and I caught the right rear there of Dixon Slinger.
Oh man, chaos has started. Here we go. The battles are on throughout the field. You see Bergeron has actually dropped the spot. He's in the 13th, and a caution flag is out. Second one here in the feature event. Let's see where this one's coming from.
Looks like Aiden Beerline, Tim Smith, Landon Crawley, Ross Kaiser. Let's take a look. Smith, Beerline, side by side. And just, oh, not there. Oh, there it is. So Smith actually run into the back of the 2 entry. Who's in that 2 car?
I think it's Matthew Croak.
Yes, it might be. Yes, you're right. The Phantom Motorsports 02 entry. So just watch Smith here. So that is Matthew Croak in the Phantom Motorsports number 2. Smith just catches his right rear. That car just drifts up the racetrack. Beerline nowhere to go. Beerline hard into the crete. Preston and Kaiser come together there. Crawley, so there was realistically 2 separate accidents there that happened in turn number 1 and 2, and unfortunately for Beerline, I don't think he's going to get that car over.
So a tough break for the 13 machine of Aiden Beerline. We're back green flag racing here, and we were, and then I just saw a car flip in midair. So
David Hallett,
he went airborne there.
Holy moly!
Hello.
I don't think I've got a wide enough camera to catch this. Look at this one. He may get out of the camera view here. So watch the car to the right of the screen that is coming there. It's about 2, 4, 6 cars deep. I know where I'm watching. He's sliding up the racetrack. He may have just come across the front end of someone there. Man, Barney the iRacing flagman. Gee, I'd be ducking on that one. Nearly out of camera view.
Holy crap! Well, never mind. I'm going home. Brett, this is you.
You want to have a look under the skirt? There you go.
Brett, I'm not going to talk about who got into him there and has no nose wing, but we're not going to talk about it.
Oh no, we're going to talk about it. Let's find it. It's got to be your pick, right?
Oh, it's going to be, and I know it's going to be.
Wait, who'd you pick again?
I'd pick Kenny Miller. Where is the man?
Kenny Miller back here in. So he's gone back to pits, and he's actually he's had the crew work on that race car and get that car fixed. So you're at the back, I'm at the front. Is this deja vu?
If we haven't noticed, it's not even deja vu. It happens on a daily basis.
just a reoccurrence. Tell you what is a reoccurrence. The green flag here at the Limaland Speedway. The reoccurrence is Tyler Shell continuing to lead this one. Tucker looks to the inside there on Clayton Tilley. Now look at Dixon Slinger working to the top side of to the raceway into turn number 3 and 4. 10 down, 30 to run this main event.
And just remember, Kendall Tucker missed driver's meeting, starts at the back of his heat race, then yet comes up, wins his heat race, and now he's running in the top 5, and you see him looking for a podium finish here. But Dixon Slinger, just look at the speed of that young man.
Yeah, really starting to show some speed in that number 51 machine. We continue to stay green. Top 5, 6, 7, 8 drivers all working on the top side. We've got a big mess in turn number 3 and 4. And we got our world champion of Bergeron involved in that one. And you know where he's going? He's going to get that car fixed immediately.
He is going to go talk to his crew guys there. You see Chase and Nygaard there. What an amazing crew that he has in that Team ABR pits. Gets him back on the track here, but just tough break for the 12 machine. Now he's going to start back in 22nd spot. Yeah. Just think about that for a second. Him back in 22nd.
Well, you know what you can put that down to? That one mistake that he made in his heat race. If he didn't make that mistake in his heat race, he starts up in the first two rows. But now because he made that mistake, he had to start literally mid-pack around the 14th, 15th position. And it's just been... There's so many good cars here with the Apex Auto Glass and with this Speed Week as well. You really see the best of the best. And unfortunately, he's not having the knock. Dixon Slinger, meanwhile, has gone back to pit road. He's actually gone back in to get something fixed. So that 51 who was running 4th position or 3rd or 4th position on the racetrack, now he's going to find himself at the back of the bus as well.
So, man, oh man, a lot of drama already. In 12 laps will be complete, and within those 12 laps, a lot of drama. Beerline out, Bergeron, Slinger to the back after them going to get something fixed. Here's who's in the front, though. Tyler Shell, Tilley, Tucker, Rumsey, Williams. That's your top 5, and Logan Rumsey up 8 spots in that 4th.
Yeah, look at Daniel Zegers as well. He was up to 13th. He was up like 11 positions. So now that number 8 Z machine is really motoring on. Oh, we got Mason Hannigan around in turn number 1 and 2. There we go. There's the yellow flag. I knew it was coming. It's just another moment. So I seen it. I seen the 1Z going backwards, backing up into the crete in turn number 1. We'll take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay. You see the 1Z, the red and white Black Diamond Motorsports entry. Just 3 wide. Just him and Cardoza went for the same bit of real estate. And Hannigan, that's what he gets for not running World of Thunder Esports League.
I mean, Yeah, you got a point.
Yeah,
Got a point.
I still give him a bit of stick behind the scenes because he doesn't run.
Here's the real thing. He's quick. I don't know why you would be scared to run. I'm running. I'm not quick. If I'm running, you're quick enough. You can run. You can get out there and make the feature event.
There's no reason why you couldn't chase a few $100 over a 10-week season, but again, you list a couple of names, and to my opinion, he's scared. Tell you who's not scared: Tyler Shell. He's not afraid to get on the gas. Kendall Tucker tucked in right in behind in that Bear Archery Swindell Speedlab. They'll go 3 wide. Tucker slides up in front of Tilly. Tilly comes back through the middle. Rumsey on the bottom side. They'll go 3 deep down into 3 and 4. Tilly and Rumsey make contact. Look out, Gregory LeMay. And all chaos is ensuing here down in turns 3 and 4. And what was an epic start to the race, well, it's turn 2 not so good.
I call it chaos. I call it complete and utter chaos.
Okay, well, you know what? We'll use that word chaos. Take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay. And I believe this man of Landon Crawley was one of the innocent bystanders. It was LeMay who actually, in fact, tagged the back of his teammate of Braden Isla. We'll rewind this back, and I'll play this in slow motion. So watch that purple car to the left of the screen. He had contact with, that looks like John Helms in the 21H. And then watch this. He tags the back of Isla there. Carlin Cure nowhere to go. Those two drivers come together. Landon Crawley, he just says, well, you know what? I'm gonna take off here. I'm going to go to the top side. Ross Kaiser, Richie Preston get involved in that one, and they somehow come through that unscathed. Bergeron and Miller, man, that was a number of cars who got stood up in that one.
So just a lot of chaos. Green flag back here as we see Carlin Cure now out of the action. Tucker hits the wall. Tilly going to try and climb some ground here. Ernie Williams Jr., watch. He's one of the only 3 winners here in the Apex Auto Glass. He's in the 5th spot.
Yeah, keep an eye on Ernie Williams. He loves to run the cushion, especially around the tight little bull rings, especially Limaland Motorsports Park. This is his backyard. It's his bread and butter. But I'll tell you who's got bread and butter right now, eating the concrete wall. Look out, Tilly gets into the back of Kendall Tucker, but Tucker made the first mistake. Slide job attempt there by Rumsey, and Tucker went back to the inside there. Man, they done very well for those top 3 drivers. Alex this time by cross flag, sticks her out. 20 down, 20 to run. And now you can really start to listen to the motors. These drivers, they're really starting to get off the throttle.
As you see this track taking some wear and tear. Cars in the top. Oh my goodness, Rumsey now hits the wall. Tucker got in the back of him there. Battles are on. You see Tyler Shell doing what Tyler Shell does all the time. He is starting to pull away from the rest of the field.
Look out, Rumsey into the creed again, not once but twice. He done very well to keep it off and not come down into Kendall Tucker. Rumsey that time went low into turn number 1 and 2. Tucker continues to go into the 3rd position, down into 3 and 4. From the top to the bottom goes Kendall Tucker. Now looking for the slide job down into 1 and 2. Rumsey to the outside. He'll cut and switch back to the inside. Tucker pulls away from Rumsey down the back straightaway. And here comes Ernie Williams Jr. working the top.
Ernie Williams Jr. coming to climb. Here we go. Top 5 right there. There's Clayton Tilly as well. They're all battling for podium spots. Tilly, 2nd spot in points right now. Rumsey hits the wall once more. And here comes the Black Diamond. We're looking here on live. On top of Ernie Williams Jr. He's right on top of the 41 of Rumsey.
Yeah, you see the 41 Rumsey in that Slick Sim Sports entry running in 3rd spot. Ernie Williams Jr. 4th. He is only a straightaway behind Tyler Shell. But again, with 13 and a bit laps remaining, anything is possible as the yellow flag comes out. These drivers, they are yet, Alex, to compete with lap traffic.
As that might be a good thing here because in the chaos that's ensued so far, if I'm the leaders, I'm actually happy this has come out because that's just a scary sight. But let's look and see where this caution came from. There's Kenny Miller. There's Ross Kaiser. Kaiser with no nose wing. There's the 0-2 of... check who that is. I think that's...
Croak. Croak got into the back of Hannigan, and yeah, that was it. That was all she wrote. So yeah, tough break for some of these drivers. They are missing parts of the race car, and well, you've got to be careful not to use your quick repair up. And I mean, to me, that's one thing I've always disliked about running league races. If you can't just go in and get repairs, fix your whole car. It's one of those things I generally don't like it, but I guess each to their own, right?
Well, and it'd be great if it was just like you go in, you get like 30 seconds. 30 seconds for the 2-minute timer to get as much stuff fixed on the car as possible. I just don't like the quick repairs, but that 2-minute timer to see how much you can get fixed or before they go green, that would be an interesting one to see how good these cars can drive when they're a little bit broke. But green flag is out, and Tyler Shelf, speaking of broke, it hasn't been broke yet. Oh my goodness gracious.
It's broke. The yellow's already out.
Something's broke.
Yeah, pace car's broke. No. I'm just trying to see if I can go back and have a look and see what happened, but nothing coming up on the feed. So maybe race control not happy with that previous caution, just tried to delay the green just a little bit. But that being said, Alex, we're roughly around a B main distance away. Tyler Shell looking to pick up yet another victory in the Apex Auto Glass and Tinting, and to do it with the field that is here not only tonight but each and every week. We talk about we've been to talk about strength of fields, a 4.7k strength of field here tonight.
Oh my, but that just shows the talent of this group. And here we go, the 85 of Shell, the 00 of Tucker, Rumsey, Williams, Tilley, Brown, Cardoza, Helms, Eiler, Randolph. The list goes on and on. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Haymakers being thrown. Look at Kendall Tucker going right for him here. Tyler Shell, after a heartbreaker last night, he's trying to look for a win.
Yeah. Tucker after third last night at Cedar Lake, now looking to go 2 positions better. He'll take the lead through turn number 1 and 2, and Tucker down the back straightaway. Here comes Shell with a shortish slider down into 3 and 4, 11 to run. Meanwhile, there's a battle going on for third. Rumsey, Brown, Williams, and Tilley. 4 cars fighting it out for the final spot on the podium. I tell you who's fighting it not for the final spot on the podium is these 2 drivers out in front. 10 to go this time by, and Kendall Tucker with a bit of redemption on his mind in that Bear Archery Swindell Speed Lab 00, the race leader.
Kendall Tucker looking strong around the top, but you see Shell trying to make a move. He's going to go inside once more. Not going to get the run. The 00 looking too strong. Here comes J.D. Brown. J.D. Brown, after missing night 1 of Speed Week, he's up to third in points, and right now he is in front of the 2 guys in front of him. J.D. Brown looking to boost his as he's in third, but Tyler Shell, Kendall Tucker, they're sitting 1 and 2.
Yeah, Shells may have found something right through the middle of the racetrack, and that could have been courtesy of J.D. Brown running the middle. Tucker continues to work the cushion through turns 3 and 4. He drove it down to the middle of the racetrack there on the exit of turn 4. Rumsey to the inside on J.D. Brown. They've got Matthew Croak to deal with the lap car. This time by for Kendall Tucker. He will see 6 laps left to run in this main event, night number 4 of the Worldwide iRacing League Association Speed Week. And you've got a great battle up front between Tucker and Shell.
And don't look now, but somebody climbing up through the ranks here. Alex Bergeron, he's in 8th. John Helms, he is in that 7th spot. He's up 11 spots. Randolph in 9th. He's up 11 spots. These cars coming from those B mains, they're looking fast, but guess who's out in front? Tucker, Shell, UC Brown there. He's battling with Ernie Williams Jr. and Logan Rumsey for that 3rd spot.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on this battle for 3rd, 4th, and 5th right now. We'll try and keep an eye on the gap between your race leaders. Rumsey again hard into the crete in the middle of turn number 3 and 4. Brown continuing to work the bottom side of the racetrack. 3 laps left to run here in your main event. Rumsey continues to ride in that 3rd position. Meanwhile, back out in front, Popsicle sticks are out for Kendall Tucker.
Kendall Tucker out in front. Tucker goes to the top. You see Shell still trying to run the bottom side, but Tucker running away. He's pulling away from Shell. He's got a half-second lead, but Shell trying to close the gap. White flag in the air. Tucker looking to succeed here and only be the 4th different winner in Apex.
Into turn number 3 and 4. Night number 4 of the Worldwide Racing Association Speed Week. Apex Autoglass and Tinting 410 Sprint Cars. Our 3rd different driver to beat Tyler Shell. Kendall Tucker will get the win. He is the 4th different winner in the Apex Autoglass and Tinting 410 Wing Sprint Car Series. And boy, he has got a right to be happy at the moment. And we may just see some celebratory donuts as the Bear Archery, Swindell Speed Lab, K1 Race Gear, Bell Helmets, ML Performance number 00 gets the win. We'll take a look at your official results while we watch in the background of your main event winner, the Swindell Speed Lab entry, Kendall Tucker, your winner. Tyler Shell home in 2nd, Logan Rumsey in 3rd, JD Brown 4th, 5th will go to Ernie Williams Jr.
6th, it's Clayton Tilley. 7th, Alex Bergeron. 8th, it's John Helms. 9th, Jason Randolph. And 10th, the 1X of Mason Hannigan.
Landon Cardoza in 11th, Richie Preston 12th, Timothy Smith 13th, Braden Isla 14th. Rounding out the top 15 is going to be Kenny Miller.
Daniel Zagers, he's in 16th. Landon Crawley, 17th. Ross Kaiser, 18th. Dixon Slinger, after a heck of a run, goes to the pits. Not going to get the run he wanted. Then 19th is Dixon Slinger. And then 20th is David Holland.
21st is going to be Matthew Croak, a lap down. Greg LeMay Jr., 7 laps down. 22nd, Carlin Cure. Aiden Bielan out early in this main event, home in 23rd and 24th position. We are set to go down to Victory Lane and chat to your winner here tonight. And 3rd last night, he gets the job done here tonight. It is Kendall Tucker. Kendall, well, a bit of redemption after last night, but man, you've really showed some speed in that 00 machine here tonight.
Yeah, we definitely had a good car there for sure. It really feels good, to have another good run in the sprint cars for sure. Last night was the first night out on a new main event setup. So I ran a league race earlier today, so this was the 3rd time out on it, and really the first time on a bull ring, I guess, and it really felt good for sure. We started I think 6th there, and we was on the bottom there early, and it felt really good. And then once the bottom went away, we went to the top, and it was ripping up there too. So that's definitely a good sign. Having a good balanced car. That's what I've been looking for sure. Just hate I waited till the Pro Series was over to try it out, because I could have ran it from about halfway point of the season on. But just a mistake on my part. Just we'll learn from it, and we'll hopefully this setup will be fast for a good while, and we'll see if we can build on it.
Well, the track had a bit of a scratch up before the main event. Do you obviously think that helped it, or would you have preferred the track to be black slick from the get-go?
Yeah, the reset was definitely the right call for sure. It definitely opened up the track for a multi-groove surface there for at least a little bit. It kind of would have been a shot in the dark for sure. It's worse than gambling. Racing on a slick track, most of the time it doesn't turn out good, but here and there you'll have a good track. But it's very rare. Most times some of the best races are when they start out fresh, and they progress out through the A main. So we had tonight, and it worked out.
Well, you are the 4th different winner. You are the 3rd different driver to beat Tyler Shell, the most winningest driver in the Apex Autoglass and Tinting 410 Sprint Car history. What does this one mean to you after 3rd place last night?
Yeah, it's definitely cool for sure. Hadn't ran this league until found out a couple weeks ago they were starting it up and racing for a little bit of championship money. So we didn't really have anything in the Thursday night time slot around this late in the evening. So I just figured why not, and it feels good to finally get a win. And they're gonna make it tough on me for sure. The guys that are up front running it every week, it's probably gonna be us every week from here on out battling it out. So just hopefully we can stay clean. That's going to be a big part of it. Hopefully finish no worse than top 5 or top 3 at worst, or hopefully just we come out here and try and get as many wins as we can. Sometimes it doesn't work out. Sometimes it does. So we'll just see what happens. We'll be racing hard, and we'll give it our best.
All right. Well, you had the deck stacked against you from the get-go here tonight. Of course, you missed driver's briefing, but you still managed to come through with a heat race win, and now you finish off with a feature event win here tonight. Kendall, we know there's plenty of sponsors on this race car, plenty of people behind the scenes, buddy. We'll let you thank those people now.
Yeah, well, I hate I missed driver's meeting. Honestly, I completely forgot about the league and was doing some homework, honestly, some accounting work, and got the notification on my phone that y'all were live, and I was like, wow, that's my race. I need to get over back to the rig and head to Limaland real quick. But I don't know. It is what it is on the driver's meeting call. It obviously didn't matter. So I just got to thank Sunday Speed Lab and Slick Sim Sport, K1 Race Gear, Bear Archery, Emma Performance, John Chrysler Trucking, South Bay Partners, and just like I said, all the guys at Speed Lab and Slick Sim Sport for giving me a fast piece. Hopefully this series will go well here these last however many weeks are left. I'm not really sure, but hopefully we won't forget it. I'll have to set an alarm or a reminder or something to not forget it. So hopefully barring I don't forget it next week. We'll see you then.
All right, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Kendall Tucker, your winner here tonight. And well, coming home one spot, Shay. I said I don't know what to say to him last week, but Alex, you caught up with the driver that has not found victory lane for a second week in a row.
Tyler Schell, had a strong car tonight, just for the second week in a row, just falling a little bit short.
Yeah, really wasn't looking forward to that caution. I think lap 27. Ken was a little bit quicker than me there, half 10th a lap, but I felt like I could be consistent enough that it'd make it a lot harder for him to be right on my bumper. And I knew he was probably gonna get a better start than me. And he slid me, and then once he got by me, I just tried the middle because I wasn't gonna rip the fence and try to kill my stuff since I'm running for points. So second's better than 16th here. So we settled in, and that's what we got.
And man, you said about that middle. The middle, you actually gained some ground on him later on in the race there, but with, like Brett asked Kendall, with the rework of the track there, what was the game plan going into the feature event?
Beware of the line moving around. I was kind of surprised the line didn't move around as much as I thought it would. I thought the track kind of got really slick really quick. Once that middle kind of got away in both corners, it just was top. I thought the bottom was actually going to come in middle of that race, and it really just never came in. So that middle, I saw kind of when Kendall passed me, I was like, maybe I should try the middle. I knew the middle always usually came in, and it wasn't bad, but it just wasn't good enough.
Well, we see a lot of good sponsors on there, and you got a really good team behind you. Who's all on the car?
I'm just like thank everybody at Apex and the WWI, I think it's called, the Speed Week thing that's going on. And then you guys for broadcasting. And then Elbows Up Sim Sport and our sponsors, School of Sim Racing, Flow Racing, Anderson Speedway, Motorsport Speed, Just Logistics, Pace by Tune Again, Hergot Real Estate, BSR, Oval Photographs, Kench Fence, Appoint Roof Coat, and Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation.
Well, that is your second place finisher, Tyler Schell. Brett, you're with the third place finisher coming up 9 spots tonight. It's Logan Rumsey.
Yeah, we'll chat to the guy that comes home in third spot here tonight, Logan Rumsey. Logan, well, you start at position number 12. You had your work cut out for you, but man, you had a real good hot rod underneath you, and you drove up to position 3. A couple little moments in 3 and 4 where you kept hitting the wall. Do you think that sort of cost you in the end?
Yeah, I forgot about this race even going up, so I got an EOL in the heat race, and I started in the back, and we got up to second, and started pretty deep in the feature, and just drove up to third or whatever, and just kept hitting the wall and let Kendall back by, and just got third.
The strength of field tonight was very similar to what we've seen in the World Championships. It was around 4,700. Starting position, number 12. What was your game plan coming into this 40-lap main event?
I just try to pass them where they're not. I mean, the bottom was pretty good there for like a couple laps, and it went away. You could go in there and just hold it wide open around there, and I picked a couple people off doing that.
All right, well, look, you come home at third spot here tonight. You're a hell of a run from that 12 starting position. No doubt you've got plenty of sponsors to thank as well.
Yeah, I'm Slick Sim Sport, Ryko Motorsports, Swindell Speed Lab, and 600cc Performance, and you guys for broadcasting, and everyone for putting up the league.
All right, there we go, Logan Rumsey. So PA comes second and third, and a North Carolinian gets the job done. Alex, what do you got to say about that?
All I know, it was a heck of a show tonight. And the real question I want to ask you now, we're going to a league that you run on a weekly basis, National Sim Racing Series. Will you be in action tomorrow night?
Bro, I'll be driving 5 hours to go to the real racetrack. So the answer, no.
Darn it. So we'll miss Brett Wheeler in action and in the booth tomorrow night. But have fun. Good luck. Stay safe. All your fun stuff. And enjoy the racing.
I always do. But look, I want to thank you for you being here tonight with the Apex Auto Glass and Tinting. You can see up on the, or you won't be able to see it, but the viewers at home, tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern, the National Sim Racing Series host night number 5, the final night of the Worldwide iRacing League Association Speed Weekend from 9 p.m. broadcasted live right here on Ultimate Dirt TV. I believe you'll be in the booth with, I have God knows who I do.
Yes, so 9 o'clock live time, and I'm pretty sure as of right now, if we're on time as scheduled, 9:10 we'll start qualifying, open single car qualifying, so you'll get to see every car one by one, and you get to see your sponsors, your favorite cars, and then we'll go into heat races, alphabet soup, and then feature time there, crowning us first ever Worldwide iRacing League Association Speed Week champion, so I can't wait. Whoever I'm in the booth with, it's going to be a great show.
All right, that'll wrap us up here on Ultimate TV. Big thank you to, of course, the Apex Auto Glass and Tinting, the Firm Motorsports, and Worldwide iRacing League Association. Big thanks to the sponsors here at Ultimate Dirt TV. Big thank you to, of course, World of Thunder Esports League, SRT Australia, Rocket Racing Setups, and Heatwave Designs. Don't forget, check them out on all their social media pages. Keep up to date with all the wonderful things the people that support sim racing have got going on, whether it's setups, design work, league races, button boxes for your sim gear. They've got it all. They've got it all covered. And again, we thank each and every one of you for your support here on this Thursday evening. Until tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern, on behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV and the management behind the scenes, on behalf of Alex Robinson and myself, Brett Wheeler, we say farewell from Limaland Motorsports Park. Congratulations to Kendall Tucker. We'll see you tomorrow night.